First episode, Still at Home podcast. Welcome. Thank you. This looks like a hostage video. This is horrifying. I didn't know how scary this would look till I came down here, frankly. The shelves are barren, if anything. If there was a deaf person, if I had a deaf fan who just wanted to like watch my tits for half an hour and like didn't know the context of this podcast, yeah. It looks like I've come from the future to warn my child self. Don't do stand up. Don't be a Jew. Everyone's gonna hate you even if you're good. It's a nightmare situation. Are you gonna stand the whole time? Okay, fit. We have an excellent producer, engineer, Rob Stant, in the building. We're very grateful for him. But this is the Still at Home podcast. So for those who don't know, I'm a comic. I live in Philly, and I still live at home. I'm 23. Just let that sink in. And my parents are in their late 60s. My set, like when I do stand-up, is about living at home, dating, and stuff like that. And it's awful. It's not good at all. I save a ton of money. But I want to start talking about last night. Last night, I got blacked out drunk by myself. I blacked out completely. I was trying to cut a tomato, and I sliced my hand at 2 a.m, and it really, really fucking hurt. But what I did last night was, and this is a little recipe everybody should write down. The recipe is 7 to 8 black cherry White Claws. What you do is you drink those in under an hour. It's very important to do this in under an hour. Then what you do is you take half a 1 milligram Xanax, and you take that, and then you start to feel like you're in a hot tub of fun. You feel very sleepy. You feel like the comforter is just like giving you a little kiss. And it's just very enjoyable. So I did that, and I did black out. And apparently I was doing weird shit downstairs because my dad texted me in the morning, and he was like, "Did you have people over last night?" And it was just me downstairs. It was literally just me. But that's a little recipe for people to write down. Another recipe I have is 4 to 5 mango White Claws plus 2 Benadryl. Now, what that does, that little Molotov cocktail, that puts you right to fucking sleep. If you have insomnia, which I have a little bit of, well, I have anxiety, so it's hard for me to sleep. That is a brilliant way to pass out. But other than that, I'm just living a really healthy lifestyle. My mom asked me last night if I was wearing makeup, and I said, no, I'm not wearing makeup. And she said, oh, you have really dark circles under your eyes. And I was like, that hurts my feelings a lot. But I'm still at home. This is going to be the podcast. We're going to talk about living at home. We're going to talk about stand-up. It's going to be we're going to have a lot of fun. But let's talk about dating when you're living at home, because I think that's a hard thing for a lot of people, especially me. Okay, the beginning of the summer, I downloaded Tinder. Clap it up for Tinder. Tinder's great. I had to delete my Tinder because I had 4 UTIs in 1 month. So let's just do the math on that. That's 4 UTIs in 1 month. And my gynecologist was like, I had to go to the doctor. She was like, girl, what are you doing? And I was like, too much fun. Tinder's too casual. It's too many. You can't do that. But now I'm back on Hinge, which is awful. But before I was on Hinge, I went on a Tinder date. This is a fun story. I think that people will like. Are we good so far? Okay, good. I went on a Tinder date. He was older. He was like 32, I think. And he picked me up at I think midnight. I snuck out of my house, which isn't hard because both my parents have sleep apnea, so it's not that hard. The loudest thing in the house is not me slamming the garage door. It's their CPAP machines, and I'm not kidding. It's insane. But so I get picked up by this Tinder date in a truck. He had a truck. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, relax. We drive all the way back to his place. And he had awful tattoos. He was an awful person. We get back to his house, and there was a massive pit bull at the door, like at the door with a muzzle on it. And I'm not like afraid of dogs, but I was afraid of that dog. You know what I mean? And I turned to my Tinder date. I was like, "What's the story there?" And he was like, "Oh, she's a biter. But we put her on Prozac, and she's much more chill now." And I was like, "That's crazy, because that's my story." You know what I mean? That's nuts. But then, we had sex twice, and then I got a really bad UTI. And then he had 5 cats. You think I'm lying? I didn't see the 5th. I saw 4, but I was told there's another. I got, during sex, the worst allergic reaction I've ever had in my life. So, like, my face looked like it was, like, red all over. And we were having sex, and he was like, "What's on your chest?" And I had, like, red patches, like, it looked like the lollipop guild in red on my chest. And I was like, "Oh, I've got to go." And then I got so red in the car, he drove me to the ER. And that's where they gave me more Benadryl, by the way. Shout out Benadryl. And that's why I'm not on Tinder anymore. It's a very bad time. But let's talk about the neighborhood a little bit. This is going to be very ADHD, but we'll push through. My parents are super old. I would say there's pros and cons to living with super old parents. I would say that the con for me is that the alcohol in the house is from the Titanic. It's like bottles with no names on it. It's just like purple juice in a jar that they just drink at the end of the night. It's awful. Pro of living with your parents, they check me for ticks. That's pretty nice. I don't have, someone else to do that for me. But they are super fucking old. And this is something I had said during my set recently, that, like, we all speak English, but my sister and I, our secret language in the house is just whispering. They cannot hear. You have to say their names 15 fucking times to get their attention. It's insane. And there is a part of me that thinks they can hear. They're just lying. These geriatrics, I really do think they're lying. But other than that, it's kind of interesting, people who live at home. Like, I'll do, like, crowd work during my set, and I'm like, "Anybody else live at home?" And sometimes it's people much older than me. But hopefully this podcast will give a little relief to people who do live at home, because it's not that, it's a very special situation. I live with a sibling. I have a sibling as well. She's 4 years older than me. That's terrible. She's a bitch. She's the devil. But she does drive me places, because I don't drive, which is very hard. But I want to talk about that. I want to talk about, we talked about Xanax. I want to talk about a little bit of music, what people are listening to. Do you guys know John Mayer? People know John Mayer. He has a song that I just heard. I have a friend of mine who, like, loves him. Like, he won't shut up about him. So I listened to one of his songs, and it's, "Gravity is working against me." It's working against everyone, isn't it? I've never left the house and, like, floated up. It's against everyone, John. He's also clearly a flaming homosexual. John Mayer, like, I was talking to my dad about him, and my dad was like, no, he was, like, so known for, like, ruining women's lives. Like, he dated, like, famous female singers and, like, did all this shit. I literally, like, listen to his voice, and it's just, like, gay. That's, like, all I hear. Like, John Mayer sings, and I go, gay. I'm not gay. I have friends that are gay. I have a gaydar, and when I see John Mayer in an interview, I go, gay. He crosses his legs tighter than women can. I don't know. There's something about him so feminine. He's definitely more feminine than me, but that's a low fucking bar. He's basically a lady. But he's got this song, Gravity. It's the stupidest, like, I know people who work so, like, I know people who, write music, who do comedy. We work so fucking hard, jokes, sets, the whole thing. And this guy's getting away with fake science songs? What the fuck? I think the song is like, it's like gravity is working against me. I might have to look up the lyrics, but it's like, it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's like saying, I don't even know if fucking, like, gravity's work. I don't know. I'm trying to think of another science term. It's like I can't breathe. It's like saying I can't breathe underwater. Yeah, no shit. Only fish can. I don't know why this guy angers me so much. Is there more lyrics to it?
Yeah, gravity is working against me.
Gravity's working against me.
Gravity wants to bring me down.
Gravity wants to bring me down.
Oh, I'll never know what makes this man with all the love that his heart can stand.
Does that even rhyme?
This makes this man heart can stand, I guess.
Makes this man heart can stand. That's fucking gibberish.
Dream of ways to throw it all away. Whoa. Gravity is working against me, and gravity wants to bring me down. He's just really...
How many Grammys did he get from that song?
I can look it up.
Thank you. Rob's gonna look it up. That's the stupidest fucking song I've ever heard. If I was like another singer during that era, I would write a diss song. I would write a diss track to that song. I would start it with John Mayer, "You're fucking gay."
He won an award for Your Body is a Wonderland.
Your body is... Okay, that song's kind of good though. I know I was shitting on John Mayer earlier. Your body is a wonderland. What's the next line?
I think that's just that.
Oh, it's just that. Yeah. I have like... I've worked for like 5 years on a 15 fucking minute set. This guy's writing "Your Body is a Wonderland" over and over on a chalkboard, and he's sitting in a $270 million house. Meanwhile, I'm in Anne Frank's attic fucking screaming at Rob. What a crazy turn of events. That's fucking nuts. Doesn't he seem very gay to you? Is it just me?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit gay.
Yeah.
But I think women like the pretty boys. Like the Chalamets. There's no way he's fucking Jenner. There's no way. He weighs as much as her ass. There's just no way. But no shade to them. Beautiful couple. But I think everyone's gay. That's like one of my problems. Like whenever I see like any picture on Instagram that that I like see of a boyfriend and girlfriend, I'm like, the boyfriend's gay. Easily gay. I think 90% of men are gay. I don't know why. Even like guys that have sex with them, I'm like, you're gay. You're fucking gay. It's so gay to have sex with me. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've been just thinking about John Mayer a lot. The Gravity song's awful. But Your Body is a Wonderland. That's pretty good. I'm gonna sing that for till I die. I want to talk a little bit more about the house, living at home. I can't have anyone over. I gotta go out. I want to talk about the neighbors. The neighbors in my neighborhood, which I gotta do this being non-specific, but like we found out that like some people, not on our street, but like in the general vicinity, are like the parents are swinging. Like I swear to God. And then my mom found out that like pretty much her and my dad were the only couple in the neighborhood that weren't asked to swing. And now I think they're both having like freakouts about it. They're so angry that they weren't asked. I don't think they would do it, but I think it's like not having a prom date. Like it's just so goddamn embarrassing. But that was a big realization that couples are swinging. I think and that is gay, as I've been saying. We're gonna have everyone's gonna take a shot for how many times I say gay. We're all gonna black out. But I do remember someone in my neighborhood, a girl. This was a story I was telling my sister the other day that happened to me. I was like 12 or 13. We were waiting for the bus stop. There was like probably like 5 or 6 kids in the neighborhood that would wait for the bus stop. And I wasn't really friendly with any of the neighbor kids. I don't know. We weren't really, nobody really chatted. But this one girl came up to me and she was like, Romy, like, can I talk to you? And I was like, yeah, sure. And we like walked a little bit down to go into this private area. And she like looked like sheet white, like she needed to like confide in someone. It was like really fucking weird. And she was like, I don't really know what to do. Over the weekend, like, everyone left the house, and my mom said, you gotta take out the dog. And she was like, I forgot to take out the dog, so when my mom got home, the dog had gone to the bathroom all over the house. And I was like, okay. And then she said, and this stuck with me for a decade, that as punishment, her mom made her go to the bathroom outside for the rest of the weekend as punishment. Is that not fucking insane? Is that not the craziest biblical eye for an eye you've ever heard? But flash forward 10 years, this girl's like very successful in her career now, and she like has a boyfriend and all this stuff. But there's just a part of me that wants to like go to her work and be like, I know what happened to you. Like, I know that you had to shit outside for 3 days because you didn't take your dog out as punishment. That's just something I've been thinking about. I don't know, I've been running around in my mind. But yeah, it's the neighborhood's a little fucking weird. What else do I want to talk about? Shows. Any other weird dates I went on? Trying to think. Let me look at my notes really quick. Everybody comment if you live at home, because that'll be fun. And how old you are. Oh yeah, my parents are very old. They the house has changed now that they're in their late 60s. I'll like open a cabinet where there's just food, and there will be like multiple pairs of glasses. There'll be 6 pairs of glasses anywhere at any time. It's you cannot believe how many fucking pairs of glasses are in my house. But yeah, but yeah. Okay, so I went and I got my mom and my sister come with me to my doctor's appointments, which may sound weird, but I'm like basically retarded, so I need the help. So I go to this doctor appointment, and she called me in because they were reviewing my hormones. They just like, it was just like a yearly blood test. And this is fucking true. We went in, and my mom and sister, we all have the same doctor, so I just brought them in to the doctor's office because I just thought it'd be fun and it'd be easy. So we get in there, she's reviewing the hormones, she's like, oh, this is a little elevated, but that's normal, and this is happening, and this is happening. And then she goes, oh, your prolactin levels are really high. And I was like, what does that mean? And she was like, well, she goes, I'm not sure. She goes, it could have been a mistake on the lab's part. But she goes, did you have nipple stimulation before your blood test? She said that to me in front of my sister and mother. She said, did you have nipple stimulation before your blood test? And I said, well, the phlebotomist didn't do it. And she goes, women, it's like the hormone is some like bullshit in your tits that like helps you if you're like breastfeeding, but if you're not pregnant and you're having sex, and you get it before this blood test, your prolactin can be like through the roof. And yeah, that was an insane moment to deal with in front of my sister and mother. It was like, very embarrassing. When I get like blood drawn, it's either like the nicest black lady you've ever met or the meanest black lady you've ever met. It's really hit or miss. But yeah, it's always annoying to get your blood taken. But don't get your nipples stimulated before going for a blood test because you will get high prolactin. I want to talk about TikTok a little bit. Raise your hand if you have TikTok. TikTok. Okay, so everybody's got TikTok. Rob's the king of TikTok. And there's these videos that I see all the time that are like, it's always a girl with like a mid-face, great body, mid-face, with a janky gay-ass boyfriend, and they're always showing off their, like, outfits. She's like, I'm wearing this fucking, seaweed natural wrap to dinner, and my gay boyfriend is wearing khakis and the shirt that I bought him. Because a lot of women dress their men. Do you guys know that? They dress their men like dolls, which is insane, because I want men to pay for my outfits and they can dress me. I don't really care what he wears. You know what I mean? So it's kind of interesting. But these videos, there's so many of them. You can look them up. It's called, like, just look up, like, boyfriend, girlfriend, OOTD, like, outfit of the day or the night of when they're going out. And I'm just so obsessed with watching them because you've never seen a more miserable man. These men are so fucking unhappy to do these videos that their girlfriends are making them do. It's so unfortunate. And it's just so goddamn funny. I have such a fantasy of one of them, like a TikTok, like, coming out of, like, a girl being like, oh, here's my dress from Zara and my pants are Nordstrom, and the boyfriend just taking out a huge, like crowbar and beating her to death with it. I think that would be the funniest TikTok of all time. Because somebody's going to snap. One of the boyfriends is going to snap, unless they're gay. But, it's the worst videos I've ever seen. If you have friends and you think their boyfriend is gay, comment below, because I think every one of my friends' boyfriends is gay. Every single one. But we talked about that. I want to talk about an urgent care situation I had. Sorry, I have to do this. My mom's texting me. I want to talk about urgent care situation. Basically, when I lived in New York, I used to get blackout drunk every night. Truly couldn't remember my own name. And I think one time, because we were just talking about the ER and stuff, and I woke up one morning, I was feeling super sick, and I'm so bad with directions, like truly directionally challenged. And I woke up, I had to go to the urgent care, I was feeling really sick, and I went to this urgent care, and I was so fucking hungover. You know when you feel like your head's in a blimp, like so done for. And I like checked in, I wrote down my name, and I was sitting in the waiting room, and there were a bunch of people there. And I was waiting for such a long time. It was like a 2-hour wait. I was in like Midtown. It was like so busy. It was so busy. People there were like with their animals, and I was like, that's so fucking weird. Like, I guess people are just like running out of the house. They're really busy. And I was waiting. And then this like nurse comes out of the office, and she was like, Romy, like saying my name like that. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I went up, and it was a veterinarian urgent care. So I had waited 2 hours, and they thought I was a dog. They thought I was a fucking dog. I still got seen. I went in. I was like, I feel sick. They were like, you're not a rabbit. You have to go. I was like, no. I'm feeling really ill. And then I think they gave me actual animal antibiotics. I swear to God. It was really messed up. But, yeah, the Still at Home podcast. I wanted to do this podcast because I wanted Rob to fall in love with me. I wanted to have a good time. This has not been my best material, but I think it'll get better as the weeks go on. Has it been awful? Has it been somewhat usable?
It's fine.
Okay, that means no.
It's a solo podcast. It's hard.
It is hard. But
I tried it and failed.
yeah. Which is what I'm doing right now. But no, I think it's gonna be fine. I think I'll get accustomed to it.
And you have room for a guest here, kind of.
He's already like, you should get someone. He's like, get someone. He's like, no, but this isn't working. He's like, actually, can you not come to my house once a week? That's the worst idea ever.
There needs to be more on the shelves.
You think that's what's ruining it?
It's the shelves.
It's the shelves. It's literally the shelves. Should I get my boobs done to go bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
top 10.
And that's how I know top 10
easiest
is
questions.
yeah. And that's how I know Rob's straight. This is gonna turn into OF so fucking quick. It's crazy because I walked into Rob's house naked, but he put clothes on me. He actually put clothes on.
Told my wife to hide upstairs.
Yeah. But no, I think this will be okay. I don't want guests though. I hate everyone. I only like you and Jim, and that's it. But you guys can't. 5 minutes, cool. You guys can't see it, but there's a little door right here where I'm gonna live. Have you ever seen videos of like Chinese apartments where they realize women are living like in the fridge above, and then at night they come down to steal the food? That's what I'm gonna do at Rob's house. Except it's just gonna be him. It's just gonna be me and his mom smoking. That'd be so hot. But yeah, no. Listen. This was dog shit, which is my fault. But it's gonna get better. We're gonna really We're gonna anchor it, and we're gonna get some good stories popping. But to wrap up, let me just look at my thing. But please comment if you live at home, because it's and who you live with. Because it's hard. Like, even being sick at home. Like, I was sick like a month ago, like antibiotics and all that shit. I had like a really bad cough. And I was like sick in bed, and I just wanted to be alone. And my mom came in my room to check on me. She was like, "How do you feel?" I was like, "I feel sick." And then my mom said, "Do you want a kiss?" And I was like, "No." You know when you're so sick and you're just like, "Get out of my room," or I'll like literally like I'll like lose my shit. And then she said, "But my kisses are magical." Now, when she said that, I saw red. I was so angry because I was taking 2 antibiotics a day to clear this cough, and I know her kisses aren't magical because I've been sick before and I've had them before. And I just internalized it. And she said, "My kisses are magical," which was probably the funniest thing I ever heard in my life. To tell, like, can you imagine like going to like a hospital and there's some kid without an arm and just being like, "My kisses are magical." She's not a pervert. I love her. But let's wrap up. I've got some shows this week. End of the week, no one will come. That's fine. Follow Rob at follow my Instagram at Rob's Tan. What is your thing called? Rob's Tan Comedy? Yeah. Just follow that. And follow me on Instagram, Romy Rosner Comedy. I guess I'll fill the shelves more. Is it weird that this is just me as a kid?
Yeah, you should fill the shelves.
I also, by the way,
There should be more each episode.
I think we'll build. Yeah. I think so too. But I also want to note that's the last time I smiled. Like, I swear on my life, that's the last time I smiled. I think I'm like 3 there, and I'm in Delaware. I'm probably getting Lyme disease in that photo, by the way. There's so many fucking deer in Delaware. They like meet there. It's like the clan of deer. It's insane. And they're all like anti-Semitic. I don't know. But look how tan I was. Do you see the melanin on me?
Yeah, you look hot.
Okay, we're done. Different producer. But the rosy, Jesus Christ, she's got it going on. But that's the last time I was happy, for sure. And yeah, God, what a smile on that kid. I don't really smile during photos, but I recently met someone out at a bar, like a celebrity, Johnny Weir, who's like an Olympic figure skater, and my friends were like, we've taken so many photos with you, you've never smiled, but you met that gay figure skater and you lit up. I was like, yeah, because he does something. But I think every episode will add more shit. I'll bring like trophies that like like 5th place. Like, yeah. He's trophies. Yeah. I had to Google trophies, but I'm literally paying.
Loudest Jew.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Which, by the way, there's way louder Jews than me. I'm like fucking quiet in that clan. I'm basically paying Rob to hang out with me. This is how I get off. I can only come if Rob watches me tell shitty stories for half an hour. It's just the way it works. Okay. All right, so listen, we're fucking done. This was okay. This was like a 7 out of 10, I'd say. What would you give it?
7.
Okay. But we'll learn, we'll grow. Do you think there's some clips?
Yeah,
That's all.
one. John Mayer.
Just one!
John Mayer.
Literally, we just won. What a.
30 minutes. It's hard.
See, there should be like 5 clips.
I get,
I'm a star.
Yeah, there's one good clip.
Oh my god. Okay, whatever.
I'll clip whatever you want. John Mayer was the funniest one.
Yeah. Yeah. Follow the pod. Send it to your friends. Send it to your enemies. Follow Rob. Follow me. Romy Roger Comedy. Rob Stant Comedy. And everybody have a good week. If I don't see you, Shabbat Shalom. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys. Thanks.